Way back in the year 1879, Charles Dedman created Kentucky Owl. Shortly after came Prohibition, and there went the distillery. Some of it was confiscated under mysterious conditions, as they say, but later on, nearly 100 years later, his great-great-grandson, what was his name? Dixon Dedman.
Yep.
He resurrected the brand. He got the distillery going again, started making some things. And all that to say, there's some very interesting things going on with this bottle and Kentucky Owl. We're going to get into it. It's going to get into us. And you're coming with us. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Savor the Burn podcast. My name is Jonathan. This is W2. How do you do?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm excited to finally get into this.
Yeah,
how are you doing?
It's been a long time coming for the return to Kentucky Owl.
Yeah.
You know, we like you said, off camera, that we've had a couple offerings through the Advent calendar series that we've done a couple years now.
We had a full bottle of the Confiscated. Which was wonderful.
Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, that was a great time. And
then this limited edition has kind of popped up and shown up, not everywhere, but here and there.
Right.
And
we got our hands on a bottle and we're going to try it out.
Yeah.
So what can you tell me about it?
So this is the limited release Kentucky Owl Takumi edition.
Takumi edition. That's a fun word to say.
This is a bourbon. It is distilled in Kentucky by Kentucky Owl. There is no age statement on this, but it is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, which means that it is a minimum 2 years.
Minimum.
And I see a natural cork hiding underneath there.
Yeah, he saw it. Here we go. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
Copper and wood.
I love that.
How cool is that? That's an extra quarter point for bottle presentation.
Maybe.
Let's go. Oh, well, that's a good pop, too. Natural cork. And it's printed. It's branded Kentucky Owl. Can't tell what that thing is going on underneath it. Established 1859. Okay. Wow.
There you go.
I guess I could tell.
This comes in at 100 proof, 100 even. It's not bottle and bond, but it is 100 proof.
100 proof. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So beyond the label, Kentucky Owl Takumi Edition is an artfully blended bourbon that provides whiskey lovers an insight into the flavor profiles sought after by a Japanese whiskey master blender. It is a special release that brings the best of Japanese whiskey making skills to Kentucky Owl's bourbon range. So it's not a Japanese whiskey, but it's just bringing the Japanese whiskey making skills to that.
And those flavor profiles sought after by.
Right. And
Japanese.
The label actually talks about that. I don't have this on my notes, but the label here has collaboration by.
Oh, no disrespect, y'all. Yahisa Yusuke,
I think that's correct,
is the Japanese whiskey blender. And then down here on the bottom, John Rea, or Rhea, I'm not sure, R-H-E-A. Rea. Let's see here, Kentucky Owl Master Blender.
Yeah. So the Kentucky Owl Takumi edition has been awarded 97 points by Tasting Panel Magazine.
Tasting Panel Magazine.
97 points is a really good score.
I'm guessing that's out of 100.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
And I have tasting notes, but we will get to
what are we clocking in here as far as proof? Did you already say that?
I did.
Oh, yeah, you already did.
100 proof.
And I probably read it 3 times on the damn label. How cool is that topper?
That's a really cool topper. So, just to reiterate again, this is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon, and it does say so on there, right?
Yes. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
This is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
Wiseman's Bourbon.
Which means for it to be a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, it has to be distilled, aged, and bottled in the state of Kentucky. So everything about it came from Kentucky.
Yep.
It is straight, so it is minimum 2 years. There's not a lot of color on there, so it's 2+ years, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's like a light caramel. It's I don't know,
but
honey maybe.
Go in for a nose and tell me you don't smell a Japanese influence right there on the nose.
Wow.
Japanese whiskey to me always has a little bit of an apple.
They've got that something.
Something.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, as distinctive of a difference as it is between a Kentucky Straight Bourbon and a like a Highland Scotch, or like maybe a Speyside Scotch. So it's not so smoky
sure.
or medicinally. Yep. It's just Scotch, and it smells like honey. It smells like, maybe some brine. It smells like, fucking Scotch. This it smells like bourbon first and foremost. Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah.
Clearly. But
I absolutely can pick up on a Japanese influence just on the nose.
Yeah. And I'm not pulling any taste yet. I'm just getting a first impression here, and we're 3 minutes into this. This is something.
I'm getting apple. I'm getting a little bit of orange.
I'll write some stuff down here.
Maybe a little bit of definitely honey. Definitely absolutely honey.
Yeah. Honey, for sure.
A little bit of a floral note, maybe.
Floral? Okay. So I got honey, apple, floral. Are you picking up anything peppery? Like white pepper, maybe? Or am I crazy?
Well,
I might be crazy. Well, you may be right.
I'm not here to...
I may be crazy.
I'm not here to argue.
But it just might be a lunatic you're looking for. That's right. Turn out the light. Don't try to... Sorry. I like Billy Idol. Billy Idol. I'm sorry.
That's
Billy Joel. Not Billy Idol. With a rebel yell that we don't have. She cried more.
Yes, we do.
We do?
Yes, we do.
Aww.
We got a couple.
We're going to jail tonight. No, we're not going to jail.
Let's get this on the palate.
Yeah, let's get this on the palate. Apple, honey, floral. I still think that there's some common notes on here of caramel. Go ahead.
Let's confiscate this.
Yeah, let's confiscate the Kentucky Yakuza.
Yakuza? How about Takumi?
I said Yakuza. It's a Japanese gang. It's a terrible thing that I probably shouldn't have said out loud. That's okay. So there's smoke on there, a little bit of smoke.
There's a lot of caramel
and oak.
A lot of caramel and vanilla.
Those are the usual suspects that you would expect on a Kentucky bourbon. I wouldn't necessarily expect there to be smoke and oak. Yes, oak, but not so much of smoke.
Deadman.
That's Charles.
Embossed right there on the back.
Charles something Deadman. That was the founder back
established 1879.
Yeah.
I dig the labels on this. I love the Kentucky Owl logo. I love that crimson red. I love this Japanese art influence right here. This little fan motif on there, and all the labeling all the way across this is just.
It's beautiful.
It screams collaboration.
Yeah. Yeah, because you look at a lot of the different labels on Japanese whiskeys, they're usually just kind of blanched white, paper, and they've got their characters, their labels, their words, on there, and most times it's translated into English as to what it is because it's here in the States, but
So while I have my readers on.
Okay.
I'm going to try this.
Yeah, good luck. Those words are tiny.
In celebration of our desire to collaborate. No pinch on the real thing. In celebration of our desire to collaborate with like-minded, innovative spirits, Kentucky Owl has partnered with Japanese master blender Yasuka to help create our Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This Takumi edition brings together the traditional blending skills of selecting rare whiskey barrels and unique flavor profiles with the expertise of our master blender, John Reha, resulting in this exceptional and unique limited release. That's really cool. It reminds me, because you know what? What's an episode without a Jim Beam clank?
Yeah.
It reminds me that Jim Beam, which is part of the Beam Centauri brand, they have an offering that we have not done yet that I really would like to get into called Legend.
Okay. Yeah.
That is a collaboration between Master Distiller Fred No and Master Distiller for Suntory. I don't remember his name, but that is a collaborative project where, and I'm not going to get into that because that's a different episode, but that is a collaborative project by Jim Beam.
Okay, so this
kind of reminds me of that.
This is that.
This is that.
Their own.
Just Kentucky Owl.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Dixon, according to, news reports, Dixon Deadman, the guy that resuscitated the brand, he's no longer with the company through creative differences, between him and, I forgot the name of it, Nori or something?
Licorice.
There was another brand. He sold the brand and he parted ways with it. He's done with it back in 2019. And there are those that say that it was better when the Deadmans were part of it. And then there are those that say that it's just fine. It's the same as it always was. Well, I couldn't tell you that because this is our second
to me,
full review of it.
That just sounds unfortunate because that is the family legacy.
It is.
And
it was revived.
Brought this back to us.
Yeah, yeah. And like we talk about them a lot. Michter's, like there was no, as far as I know, there was no family involved with the resurrection of that brand. But I mean, I'm glad that they did because they really came out with some really good stuff. Didn't they find like some old notes on what it was that
they did.
Old Man Shank used to grow on his property and then make.
Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Don't forget to write it down. Licorice on the palate.
Licorice on palate. Okay, I wrote down it was viscous, right? Because it's very thick. For a Kentucky Straight Bourbon that seems to be relatively young. It doesn't drink young, but
there's not a lot of color on
young
there.
in color is what I'm saying.
Which leads me to believe it did not spend a whole lot of time in the barrel.
Yeah.
However, thinking about this through the lens of a Japanese whiskey, it actually is more on the darker side compared to a lot of Japanese whiskeys. So I wonder if whatever those blending skills that were utilized in making this were put into effect had some influence on that.
It's not like they were total strangers. I mean, they had to know each other. They're contemporaries.
Sure,
right? I mean,
sure.
they're shoulder to shoulder in the same market doing the same job. So
let's be honest.
They had to have had a blast.
If you think back to late 1800s, 1850, 1860, somewhere in there, Commodore Matthew Perry was allowed into Japanese harbor, and he had cargoes of bourbons from America, and he had scotch, and the Japanese just fell in love with whiskey.
That sounds like a party.
And then you fast forward a little bit, 1923, 1924, the first distillery was established in Japan.
Yeah.
They started making their own. This has a lot of Japanese whiskey influence, but I wanted to point out too that the Japanese whiskey was very first and foremost influenced by bourbon and scotch.
Yeah. Okay. So everything they know about bourbon, everything they know about Scotch is because of
they learned, and it
Commodore
is
Perry.
a result of what
as a result. I should say that as a result
they were first exposed to.
Yeah, we've talked about how Bruzel says the whiskey business is a relationship business, and through the course of this podcast, we have found
custard
on finish
on palate into the finish.
Vanilla custard. Mm-hmm. All right, and so we've talked about how it's a that's not how you spell vanilla. What is it called? A typo when you're handwriting it? But yeah, so Bruzel says whiskey business, relationship business, right? And I would agree with that. Yeah. Like when you're a hunter and you're trying to find these bottles, and you create these relationships with your local bar owners and your local liquor stores and liquor departments and grocery stores, that kind of thing. And you get to learn about the people as much as you learn about the whiskeys involved. So it really does become a relationship business, But through the course of this podcast, we've discovered how much the whiskey history is American history.
100%.
But then when we start talking about anything involving Japanese whiskeys, we have to acknowledge that because of, like you just said, Commodore Perry and his diplomatic mission over there to Japan in the 1800s, like he introduced not only the Kentucky bourbons, but the Scotches of the world. And Scotch, a completely different area of the world that had their whiskeys. And it's just, it's world history. Whiskey history is world history. I just think it's really cool. I don't know what correlation I'm trying to make here, because to me, Scotch stands on its own. Absolutely.
However, a lot of the Scotches that we know and love are a direct result from them procuring ex-bourbon barrels.
Oh, yeah.
To age and finish them in.
I need to bone up
and it would be super blasphemous for me to even suggest that Scotch is what it is because of American bourbon.
Oh, that would be
sacrilege. Scotch has been around for centuries, multiple centuries, before bourbon even came into existence.
Thanks for the shout out.
So, but that said, today, a lot of the flavor profiles that we know and love in our Scotches have become kind of a direct result of the ex-bourbon barrels bringing those things to the table, along with the briny, sea salty sea that they're smoky, right next, the smoke and the chocolate and salt and brine and Band-Aid and
Band-Aid, that's pretty wild. Yeah, everything that is so unique and indicative to.
I love Scotch. I absolutely love Scotch.
Scotch is a world unto its own. It's so diverse. It's wild, and they've got like 5 main regions. They've got a few sub regions in there, but like those 5 main regions, you'll get such different flavors out of those different regions.
And if you don't know, Scotland is a very, very small island.
Yeah.
Much smaller than most of our states.
Very true. Very true.
They have 5 very distinct regions that taste alone, you can almost...
You absolutely can.
You can almost guess with 100% certainty of where it came from, and it would be either Campbellton, Highland, Lowland, Speyside, or Islay.
Yeah. And if it's Islay, immediately. It's so smoky.
Yep.
Maybe slightly band-aidy, medicinal.
Turn the ribs over.
Turn the ribs over, yeah. Liquid meat.
Bellowing smoke.
Bellow.
What did you give this on the nose?
All right, so on the nose, I was immediately wowed. I thought it was great. Did you read distiller? Were there distiller's notes on this as far as the?
I have distiller's notes.
As far as that goes,
I haven't read those yet. Would you like me to do that before we get into our scores?
Let's do that.
All right.
Let's do that because I still have to tally mine up.
So on the nose from the distiller, Kentucky Owl, a savory mix of light rye bread with sweet caramel richness with a hint of tangy fruit salad that tickles the nostrils and pleasantly teases the palate, begging for a taste of the liquid.
That's a lot to unpack. Fruit salad.
I'm gonna reread that.
That is read it back slower.
That is a lot to unpack.
You had me at caramel, lost me at rye.
A savory mix of light rye bread. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Sweet caramel richness with a hint of tangy fruit salad that tickles the nostrils and pleasantly teases the palate, begging for a taste of the liquid.
Okay.
I can kind of see all of that.
I really can too.
I don't think we didn't say any of that.
Absolutely not.
But I can totally.
We had honey. We had apple.
I'm here for it.
You pick up on something floral. The caramel was there, of course. But like after that,
fruit salad.
Fruit salad.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe because of the apple.
Because of the apple. Yeah.
Something in that sweetness. What's that? Is it Cool Whip? A Cool Whip?
Cool Whip.
What do they put in fruit salad? Am I thinking of the right thing?
Well,
it's like apples and grapes.
It's
and
sliced
like
apples, grapes,
cherries, but it's in a
pineapple.
What the hell
pear.
am I thinking? Pear. Yeah. Okay.
And then the Cool Whip. That's the ambrosia.
Are you picking up on that though? I don't know that I'm picking up on that. Maybe pear. Just because my brain gets pear confused with rainwater. If I smell rainwater, I think in a whiskey, I know that my brain's misidentifying that, and it's actually pear.
So palate.
So I'll write that down. Yeah, palate. What do you got for palate?
Initial wave of buttery rye bread provides a full-bodied taste and feel from the start. Across the tongue, the savory mix of rye and caramel combine into a cinnamon and caramel sauce to bring out some fruitiness, mostly apple and pear, on the finish. A flavorful, pleasant, and lasting finish.
Thanks, Fred. So, all right. So for palate, we said smoke and oak, caramel, vanilla, honey for sure, and apple, I think for sure. Viscous you said licorice and vanilla custard. Mm-hmm. Viscous is what I wrote down, and if it's viscous, we say that because it's thick. It coats the palate, right? So I would equate that to full-bodied, like what the note said. So I would agree with that. There were some things on that palate, that distiller's notes on the palate tasting part. I don't fully agree with.
Buttery rye bread.
But that's the thing, right? Rye bread on the nose, buttery rye bread on the palate. No, I don't get that. I don't get that at all. But no. I mean, that's just me. But, and you clearly.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you pick up on that, let us know. Leave us a comment. Send us an email. Info Jonathan or W2 at savortheburn.com. Would like to know what you have to think. I think late finish. There's a touch of butter and salt. Salted butter is.
Yeah, salted.
I know that's a
butter.
thing. So I'll write that down.
100%.
But rye, I'm not picking up on that. Did you get a mouth pinch? Did you get a pinch anywhere from rye? Like rye spice? No. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be in there to have that taste. I mean, we sometimes say maple.
You know what? There is just a hair of a sourdough. Go back to it. So I said licorice before, but now that I'm going back to it and I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's licorice. I think it's sourdough.
Licorice? Sourdough? Are those even equatable?
Sourdough.
I went in there with no in my head and my heart. There's like a super light touch of sourdough in there.
There totally is. There absolutely is.
Maybe it's a power suggestion.
And to me, sourdough brings a salty butteriness to it.
Yeah. You can't get a nose off the old.
Wow, that's been dry for a while.
It has. I just.
We need another one of those.
I mean, the Leopold brothers got the market cornered on sourdough. Like, I could not believe.
I think Bubbles has a shelf full of those.
Yeah. Well, it's cost prohibitive for one. Two, that bottle leaked on us, so maybe there's a problem with leakage. I don't know, but I mean, how delicious is that?
So good.
Am I misremembering this, or did our friend Mike up at Parkville Bubbles Wine and Spirits, did he say that he knew the guy from Leopold Brothers?
He
and
did.
He was kind of zany.
Well, he's like reach out to them. He said
Reach out to him.
He said he was going to try to give us a contact info, but
I didn't go back and ask for it, so.
He totally was like, yeah, reach out to them. They love to talk. They would be thrilled. We should do that. We absolutely should do that.
I think that'd be great. I'd love to get a bottle, 750, 375, I don't care what, but even one of these little guys here. What's that, a 200 milliliter? I can't read it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
still.
I think it is 200. I think it's over there somewhere.
What do we got?
The Leopold brothers. Nope, it's down here. It's right between us. This was
dude,
amazing.
Right, and that was just aged in
8-year bourbon.
In the
aged and finished. Finished in the 3-chamber rye X barrel.
Yeah. And it had so much of the influence from this bad boy on that bourbon. I was like, get out of here. That's amazing.
That was so good.
Enough about Leopold Brothers. Let's get back to Kentucky Owl. So, yeah.
So what'd you get this on the nose?
Nose with the honey, the apple, the floral that you picked up, the caramel, and the pear that I somehow reverse engineered from the distiller's notes over there. I ended up giving it a 425. I thought this one it wowed me right off the bat, and I was like, wow, and I was stuck on it for like 3 minutes or whatever the time is, or will be after editing. But I was stuck on it. I'm like, this is so interesting on the nose alone. It would, right. I had to give it a 425. I probably should have given it a 4.5, but that's my score, and I'm sticking to it. Where are you at?
We flip flop sometimes.
We do.
I absolutely love this.
Yeah,
absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
I gave it 3.5. That's way above average.
You're right. It's a full point above average.
I give 3.
Way above. You're killing me, Smalls. What are you doing? No, it's fine. 3.5 is to me it's a really good score. So I'm good. I'm shaming is what I'm doing. This is called shaming. So if you want to get on the shaming bandwagon,
Jonathan,
send your
savorthebourbon.com.
I was gonna say send your shaming bandwagon hate mail to W2 at Savor. But no, you went ahead and dropped mine first. That's fine. What is? All right. So I'm sorry. You said 3.5.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's not a bad score. That's really not. Palate. We picked up some smoke and oak, caramel, vanilla, honey, apple. It was. You picked up some licorice. Wait, did you swap licorice for sourdough?
I totally did.
So that's sourdough now.
Dude, in the empty glass, there's rye all over the empty glass.
Are you, really?
Yep.
Of course, I'm not empty yet. I've still got like I don't know, I'm guessing 1/4 ounce pour. But yeah, anyway, so where was I? Smoke, oak, caramel, vanilla, honey, apple, viscous, full-bodied. Viscous means full-bodied, according to these notes. Mm-hmm. These notes said full-bodied. We said viscous. It's thick. Licorice gave way to sourdough, which I'm totally okay with that now in hindsight. And vanilla custard. You said vanilla custard.
Yeah.
I was like, that absolutely hits the head on the nail, as they say, right? I think that's how they say it. But yeah, I ended up giving that a 4.5 on the palate. It wowed me, and then some, and then some.
Well, I came up a little to 3.75.
Sometimes you look at somebody and you that you've known for years. I mean, years, guys, years. And, you same social circles and you eat dinner with them, you celebrate things with them and milestone events and
Are you calling me old? Is that what you're calling me?
and you just one day you just come to terms with the realization, like, do I even know this person? Who is this person? You know? So many of you watching and or listening, you've been married. You know exactly where I'm coming from. But I'm not married. Especially not to him. For several reasons. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, who is this guy? How did he come up with 375 on that pallet?
That's good.
It is good. It is good. On the upper side of good. Low side of great. Upper side of good for sure. I totally agree.
What'd you give it on the finish?
On the finish, we picked up the Kentucky Hug. Very clear and present. The honey carried all the way from the nose to the palate, or through the palate into the finich. There's
The honey's
oak and
even
smoke.
there. The honey's there on the second nose.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
I guess mine's almost emptying up. Honey, yeah, carried all the way through. Oak and smoke, and maybe the smoke is like barrel char.
Yeah.
Char.
That's a wildflower honey.
Wildflower honey? I'll write down wildflower. Honey custard, vanilla custard carried from the palate into the finish. And we discovered salted butter, which this is a Savor the Burn first. I don't think I think so anyway. I don't think we've ever come up with salted butter on the finish or palate or nose, to be honest. But are you picking up even the slightest little bit of maple?
Maybe.
That's funny because I wrote maple with a question mark. So that's maple? Maybe? I don't know. So it's there. Maybe. So I was happy with it. I dropped it down a little bit, right at 4 1/4, 4.25.
Very nice.
How about you? Where are you at?
I came back down to 3.5.
Okay. I think I've thrown you under the bus enough times to just go ahead and let it ride.
Sorry.
These are your numbers.
Hey.
Your numbers will be different from ours. Your numbers will be different from mine, from his. Mine are definitely different from his. Mine are going to be different from yours.
Sometimes those bus tires need a little cushioning.
Need a little fucking lighter fluid, damn it. What the hell? This is I don't know. So moving on.
Bottle presentation. We didn't really talk a whole lot about it, but we did talk about it. It's got just in this topper. I love the topper. The topper alone is worth an extra quarter point.
It's a copper top on the topper. The rest of the topper is like I don't know.
And if I remember correctly, the
darker wood.
The confiscated bottle was also like that. I think,
was it really?
I think it also had the copper.
I feel bad because I don't remember that, and I should remember that.
I don't remember the branding printed on the cork, though.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
How cool.
Have we seen that before?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Branding. The brand is printed on the natural cork. That is wild to me. It's wild, and I love it. And so you've got that information, all that big old super fine print. I don't know how you read it. Information there on the back of the label.
These right here.
It's got some embossment here. CM.
Yep. Sam Deadman.
Deadman. Sorry, CM Deadman with his signature up here. Established 1879. It's a very cool label. Mm-hmm. It's very cool labeling the entirety of this bottle.
Labels.
Yeah, because you got the old school, or you've got the Kentucky label influenced, design here with the owl. I love their Kentucky owl. And then you've got like the Japanese bottle labeling influences here too. I really liked it. So I ended up giving it a 4 1/4.
Very nice.
That's where I am. I was wowed and a little more. How about you?
I'm a 4.
You're a 4? Mm-hmm. All right. Do we agree? I wonder this from time to time, and I don't know if we've ever actually discussed this part of the whole wow thing equating to at least a 4. That's definitely my thing.
Oh, sure.
But
sure, 100%.
Is it with you too?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't know that. Because we are different people, and I respect that. And I would you wouldn't be you without you being you.
I'm me.
And I love you because you are you. W2.
I love you because you are you.
Yeah, you can't rhyme that with W2 or you. Whatever. Anyway, so Our final score is predicated on our scoring process, which is 4 categories: nose, palate, finish, bottle presentation. 0 to 5, right? Mm-hmm. Added up to a possible 20, divided by 2, and that's how we get our 0 to 10 rating, right? We could just roll with a 0 to 20. That's too much, right? I'm not doing that. I like a 0 to 10, right? So my total score, all my numbers added up, divided by 2, ended up being 8.625, 8 and 5/8. That's fine. It's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm not going to think any more or less.
I'm under the bus.
Under the bus.
7.375.
Wow, 7 and 3/8. Huh.
Still a good score.
Knocked me off my rocket. Look what I tried to write. I couldn't even write the damn thing out. I was just like, what? But yeah, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, we even had this little pull tab with the foil thing on the top, and the foil topper here, topper cover, whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's embossed or if it just happened in shipping, but it picked up the embossment from the topper. Shrink wrap. Your shrink wrap sucks. I know. That was the point. All right, what were you picking up on second nose, real quick? You said what was it? Oh,
rye and honey.
Rye and honey. Huh.
Right?
Where did that rye come from? Huh.
That sourdough is there on the second nose.
Have you had Kentucky Owl products? We have. We've had them a couple of times. Not enough to put them in a featured distillery on the website yet. If you go to savorthebourbon.com and click that drop-down menu, you will see the liquor cabinet, the store, the Patreon, everything that we have, the shop. If you want one of these cool shirts, you go to the shop, check it out. We've got 4 different colors to choose from, and everybody loves them. They've got they're not your typical heavy Gildan brand, unbreathable in the summer kind of thing. It's not thin either, but it's breathable. It's soft, and it doesn't shrink super short, if you know what I'm talking about when you go to wash them. But I really like them. Thank you, W2, for coming up with the design, and thank you know who for printing them, and thank you everybody that's bought them so far. Thank you for the Patreons that have come along with us. We're happy to have you along with us. I'm full of thanks right now, and that's not what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm supposed to be doing the episode wrap. So if you have a Kentucky Owl product that you would like us to review, send us an email and let us know what that product is, or just leave us a comment wherever you can. If it's on YouTube, once again, thank you for following along. If it's on your podcast, or if it's on a podcast audio only version, thank you for following along there too. Either way, be sure to click subscribe and click that bell notification to stay up to date on all things Savor the Burn. But send us an email, info, W2 or Jonathan at savorthebourbon.com, and let us know what Kentucky Owl product you would like us to review and where the hell to find it, because sometimes these things are kind of hard to find. But I guess, you know our thoughts on this bottle. So without further ado, let's wrap, shall we?
Let's do it.
No matter who you are, where you are, what you're drinking, who you're drinking it with, never forget, keep on burning.